how to be a first-class devotee. Just try to learn all about Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, and you will be a great preacher of Krishna consciousness. So this is another letter of Srila Prabhupada. Written in both of these letters are written in 1970. The first one was written to a devotee called Vyas. I don't know him. Another letter was DDD. The name is like that, DDD. Only a flash. Okay? We have to seek our eternal life in Krishna consciousness and be transferred to the spiritual world in the association of Krishna. And I have another very nice one. There is more, but maybe I should not read all of it. It is a very nice letter written to Tamal Krishna Goswami. Everybody heard about Tamal Krishna Goswami. He's a very important devotee in our movement. And it's written in 1969. Relationship between God brothers must be very genuine and pleasing. Otherwise, the future of our institution will not be very hopeful. It is very important. After all, very soon you have to manage. Okay, this is it. So Prabhupada explained in this letter particularly that we have to learn to be friends, to give a hope for this Hare Krishna movement to keep going on. It's so important. So, okay, so now I have also all these notes that I took yesterday. So sorry that I didn't organize it very nicely, because I had no time and also I'm not very expert either. But many things came to my mind. So, as you know, Dadati Pratigrinati Guyam Viprichati Vajati Chaiva Sadvidam Priti Lakshanam, thank you. So, Sadvidam Priti Lakshanam, the exchange of love between devotees. So, there is 6, and they go by pairs. Dadati Pratikrinati means offering present and accepting. Bhunte Bhunjate Sheva is the second one.
Offer prasadam
and give and accept prasadam and offer prasadam. It is the favorite one. and the last one is open our mind to other devotees and hear from other devotees. Actually, we will comment a little bit about that we cannot do it with all the devotees. Then there is a famous verse of Bhagavad Gita. Anybody knows a verse where it is mentioned that Krishna is the best friend of all living entities?
Suhridam sarvabhutanam.
Shanti Manishati. Thank you, madam. So, do you know where is this verse in the Bhagavad Gita? It is the last verse of one particular chapter.
5.
Yes, 5, number 29, the last verse.
5:20.
Yeah. So we can recite together. It's such a nice verse, huh? How it starts? So, no, wait a second. The last verse. Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam Sarvokama Suridam Sarvabhutanam Gyatvam Shanti Marishati. So there is 3 items. Okay. Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam, what does it mean? What does it mean? Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam. Krishna is the enjoyer of all austerity, tapasa, and all sacrifice. Okay, Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Krishna is
the Supreme Lord of all planets.
Supreme Lord of all planets.
yes, he's the owner of everything. Everything belongs to him. And then Solidam Sarvabhutanam.
Benefactor and well-wisher.
Is yes.
Benefactor, well-wisher.
So it is Prabhupada explained in his letters or in his lecture that there is different categories of friends and different Sanskrit name. You heard about that? Surit,
Yes.
Bandhu, Mitra,
Vishwasa.
Vishvasa is another name.
No, it's two Vishwasa Maitreyi.
Ah, yes.
Two kinds of friendship.
Different kind of friendship, yes. So what I heard, you may tell me better, but what I heard from Prabhupada, that Mitra is kind of a social friend. He's not so deep. And Bandhu, so Bandhu, we say Dina Bandhu, the friend of the poor. The friend of the poor. It is in the song we just sang. Krishna is Dina Bandhu. So Bandhu, I forgot what it is. Do you know what Bandhu? Bandhu means friend also. But the most sincere friend, the most well-wisher is Surit. And Surit, I think it comes from Rida. Rida means the heart, and Su means very good, very. It is to express something high class, like Sume Dasha, like Sumangala, isn't it? I'm not expert, but something like that.
Sumati.
Sumati. So Sumati,
Mati.
good opinion. Oui. Sumedasha, good brain. Okay. So Surit means somebody who is really. Actually, that's a fact. Krishna explained. Prabhupada explained in his lecture that we take birth again and again in a new body. We are transmigrating from one body to another. And Prabhupada says, Krishna is also transmigrating with us. He's coming with us in any kind of body, he says. Whether you take a low-class body, he will come with you still. And the friendship in this material world is not like that. If you become rich and famous, everybody becomes your friend easily, isn't it? If you become poor and infamous, nobody wants to be your friend, isn't it? So Krishna is not this kind of friend. He's a very sincere friend. Even you get in big trouble, no money, no prestige, nothing. Still, he accompanies you birth after birth. And this is a kindness, unbelievable kindness of Krishna. So Krishna, actually, in order to discuss about friendship in Krishna consciousness, which is the topic of today, it is necessary to discuss first about the unlimited friendship of Krishna. And actually, in this age of Kali, Krishna comes in a very wonderful manifestation, that is Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Is even more friendly. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayati Krishna Chaitanya and Gauranga Vishnu. And Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Yoyo Koro Hare Toma Bina Kidayaro Jagat Samsare. So who can be more merciful than you, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who can be more merciful? And sometimes even mentioned that Lord Nityananda, the brother of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is even more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's considered the last limit of friendliness, of mercy, the last limit. There is nothing after. Ha Prabhu Nityananda, Premananda Sukhi, Kripa Bolom, Konokoram, Ami Boro. So I am so unhappy, and you are so happy because you are absorbed in the service of Lord Chaitanya. Please make me happy. This should be our prayer. We should understand that we are not happy in material consciousness. We cannot be happy. Like Srila Prabhupada coming in Boston in 1965, in his prayer, he says, these people around, they think themselves very happy. How they will understand my message? So it makes it difficult, actually. If these people think that we are very happy, so how you can explain to them, you are not happy, sorry, you are not happy. You should become a devotee of Krishna. It's not so easy, actually, isn't it? And that's why Queen Kunti says that Jamedraya Sutta Srivi Idamana Madapuma Nivaratya Bidatum Vaitama Kinchana Luchana. That only somebody who is exhausted in the happiness of material life. He can address Krishna with sincerity. That means this opulence of material life, a good birth, Janma, Aishvarya, to become wealthy, Shruta, to become nicely educated, to go to a nice high school, university, and Shri, to have a very attractive body feature. So Prabhupada explained that people are mad after these things. They think that this is how you can be happy in this world, actually. They think that if you get some, it is your great fortune. And actually, Prabhupada explained this is a punishment, actually, to become beautiful, to become rich. It can be actually just the opposite of a great fortune, a great misfortune. Because then you think, why do I need to go to this poor Hare Krishna? I am beautiful, I am rich. Okay. So I took many letters. So there is a proverb in English. Who knows that there is a famous proverb in English about friendship?
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Very good, Natalie, thank you.
Yes.
So a friend in need is a friend indeed. You knew this proverb? Yes?
Yes.
So English people, Indian people also learn this English proverb. So we are all in need, isn't it? I am in need. I'm more in need than you, but we are all in need. In need of what? Krishna consciousness. So that's why there is a very nice letter. This letter is very important. I forgot to read for you. Of Srila Prabhupada about associating among each other. This is very nice letter. I will find that very soon. That it is very, very nice. Yes. Where is it? It is somewhere here. Yes. Yes, here. Anyone? Anyway, Prabhupada explained that this Hare Krishna movement was made to create a society of people who are assisting each other to become Krishna conscious. And by this method of speaking about Krishna and chanting together, and it is very nice understanding of this Hare Krishna movement. It is meant to assist each other. Very nice point. That we should not think anything wrong about others. I mean, we should be very positive. We should be very appreciative. There is another letter of Srila Prabhupada. He says that Krishna appreciates the service of a little calf as much as he appreciates the service of Srimati Radharani. So that means we should follow in the footsteps of Lord Krishna, that we should appreciate any devotee who is somehow serving Krishna, because it is appreciated by Krishna, so we should also appreciate. And every devotee can help us to become Krishna conscious. This is a very nice point. So there is in the Bhagavad Gita, in the middle, the fourth Chatu Shloki, there is a nice verse about friendship between devotees. So what is the verse? You remember this fourth Chatu Shloki? Sarvasya, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava, Iti Madhava Janta. So now this one. Machita Bodhayanta Katayanta Sushanticha. So this one is Machita Madgata Prana. Always. So you the translation, Mataji, you know the translation of this verse. No, you should not read. I won't by heart. Huh?
Always, chitta means heart.
Yes.
So always.
Machita means always remembering me. Yes. Madgata prana. So the pure devotees always remember me. The pure devotees always remember me. And Madgata Prana means their life, prana, they offer to me. They give their life to me, isn't it? So Machita Madgata Prana, Bodayantak Paraspara. Is this one? What does it mean? This line?
Discuss with each other.
Yes, they spend time discussing about Krishna, topics of Buddha. Katayantas chamam nityam.
Chant my glories, my
Yeah.
form, my pastimes.
Yes. Tushyanticha, ramanticha. So, and from that activity they derive a great satisfaction. Tushyanticha. They feel very satisfied and happy, ramanticha. So this is the meaning of association in the Hare Krishna movement. Wow, still 45 minutes to speak such a lot. So this is the meaning of association. We have to to learn, to be expert, to have always this kata going on between ourselves. Because the mind it can cheat us. Sometimes we start speaking something that is like a little bit another flavor. We should be very careful about that. So I have a realization, a wonderful realization that I used to have difficulty to be nice with my friends. Now I'm a little better, improved a little bit. But especially when I was traveling on Sankirtan, we were living together, sometimes in a small house, and we were always 3 or 4 devotees together. And it was not always so easy. And it's so important to keep a nice atmosphere between us because it can actually affect a lot the seva of book distribution. And I remember that I used to be sometimes speaking some harsh word, a little bit like not very nice. Harsh is the quality of the demons, it's not quality of the devotee. And what is harshness? You can explain what is harshness? It is the opposite of friendship.
Yeah, rude.
Sorry?
Rude and
Rude, yes, rude, yes. Speaking harshly. Another definition is to overreact. It is another way to understand. That you overreact with something that was not so serious. So this we have to learn how to get rid of it. It's not nice. And I noticed something very nice. Is when I was reading Prabhupada, Bhagavatam, purport, I was becoming nice. It was helping a lot. I would behave differently with just by reading. You absorb the mind in the purport of Srila Prabhupada. And then you become a nice person. You forget about being harsh. It's so nice, so nice. So this is a secret that we should try during the day to read more. We should have always a book with ourselves. I keep a guitar with me always, and from time to time, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here. Of course, we should also have a longer time sometimes to read every day. But at least make sure that you get a nice reading. Actually, sometimes these short reading are very nice, very like you absorb a lot. I do always, before chanting japa, I read 5 minutes. It's very nice. It is a very nice time to read. When they are singing the Tulasi, I take 5 minutes and I read the Gita for 5 minutes. And it's very nice. It is one of my best reading in the day, actually. It's very amazing. And you can read again and again and again and again. Don't worry about that. The Gita I'm reading, I remember I started reading it 42 years ago, so a long time ago. I'm still reading the same purport. There is no risk of getting bored. It is unlimited understanding in the Gita. So many, you can read a lot. Okay, so where are my notes? Yes, another very good thing to learn to be a friend is this kirtan. When a devotee have difficulty, dispute, or misunderstanding, what Prabhupada would advise. He would advise, make a nice kirtan together. Isn't it? So it is a very important activity that, especially with the devotee with whom you have some difficulty, you invite them for a kirtan, or you come to them for a kirtan. Or before you get a dispute with them, you get in misunderstanding, you do kirtan before. There will be no misunderstanding. It is even better. So this kirtan is very essential activity of ISKCON, and this japa also. There is a very nice quote of Srila Prabhupada in the Krishna book. To be a friend to our... this here. By developing his eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord, one becomes eligible to make friends with the devotees. So it is quite actually high level. So by developing our eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna, we become eligible to make friends with the devotees. So it shows that to make friends with the devotees is actually something that we have to aspire for. It is, you become eligible. And how? By developing our eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. So this is how we can only be friends among ourselves, is by being a good devotee, by being as serious as we can, early morning chanting, reading every day, and and following the regulation of Krishna consciousness. You agree with that? You agree, Prabhu? You agree?
Oh, I do.
Okay, Mataji, yes.
Yeah, I think this statement refers to the fact that like when we are living in a family where we take birth and all, we live in a family, and because of the connection, the family connection between all the members, there is a high level of tolerance between the family members, because of the connection. That we all belong to the same family, we have the same father, grandfather. So it creates this, it's Dehatma Buddhi, but it creates a connection. We are connected through the body. And because of that connection, even if people are nasty, even if people are whatever, somehow or other we maintain affection. There is affection amongst the family members. So when we come in the association of devotees, it's very different, because we all come from different countries, different places, different families, and we don't have that family connection amongst us. So it is only when we become more Krishna conscious and we begin actually feeling our connection with Krishna, we develop our relationship with Krishna, then naturally we start feeling like family with others, with the devotees. So the more we are connected with Krishna, the more we can connect with the devotees, and we can develop affection, and we can maintain this affection in all circumstances, because we actually feel that we are all, brothers and sisters. We are all Aham Bija Pradapita, Krishna says. He's the Supreme Father. Now if we can develop more and more this awareness of Krishna, then naturally we will feel a connection of affection with everybody. That's my contribution here, because I've been meditating on this, seeing always the difficulties of relationship between the devotees amongst themselves, quite prominent. And the more we become Krishna conscious, then the more we can tolerate others, we can accept others, we can be affectionate to others. Because the connection with Krishna gives us the connection to the devotees. Otherwise we have no connection. We have all come from different backgrounds, different places. What is our connection? So therefore the importance of connecting with Krishna more and more and more and more. And the more we connect with Krishna, the more we feel connected with the others.
Yes. Thank you, Monte. Very nice point. So we become a family, a true family together.
Yeah, Vasudeva Kutumbaka.
Ah yes, it is Vasudeva Kutumbuka. Achyuta Gotra also.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Monte. Somebody else has a comment to make? Yes, please.
I have a question. So we So among devotees, we supposed to elevate ourselves, elevate each other, and helping each other's Krishna consciousness. But at the same time, we also hear advice like avoiding bad association. So how can we elevate each other and help someone who's struggling, to elevate and at the same time protect our Krishna consciousness?
Yes. So you mean that sometimes a devotee, because he has difficulty, he may, if it is what you mean, I'm asking you, you mean that sometimes a devotee who is having difficulty in his Krishna consciousness, so we wonder, should I associate with this devotee because he's not so much Krishna conscious apparently. Is it?
From my practical experience,
Yes.
I sometimes often confuse of these 2 points, elevating each other and avoid bad association. And sometimes I confuse what should I do if I face someone who's struggling. So how do we reconcile these 2 points, like avoiding association and at the same time elevate each other and uplift someone who's struggling?
Yes. So thank you for the question because it was something that I had written on my notes, and it's good that this I can speak about it. And there is 2 things that I wanted to mention connected with your question. Is that as we know, there is 3 different ways to exchange the friendship between devotees because some devotees are more advanced, some devotees are like equal, and some devotees are newer. Actually, we never know really who is a newer, but still there is this principle that we should be compassionate with somebody who knows less about Krishna consciousness. We should try to encourage, to help, to share friendship with this person in a sense that we want to encourage this person. And among equal, we should be friends. That means we should not speak about our accomplishments. It's very interesting. We should not boast among friends. It is not the best way to make friends. We should appreciate the accomplishment of others and be humble about our own accomplishment and make friends and consider that we are like at the same level. It's very important. And then with a more advanced devotee, we should approach them to offer seva, and we should approach them to receive their kindness and their help. So this is one nice item in Krishna consciousness that we need to, although Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita, is also mentioned that to think this devotee is an advanced devotee, and to think, oh, this other one is not so advanced, is not Krishna consciousness, is not very good. We should always have full respect for all the devotees, because we don't really know actually. But still, we can discriminate a little bit that here is a devotee who needs help, and here is a devotee that he can help me. We can discriminate, we can understand that by intuition. And another thing that's very nice, that a friend, I was discussing yesterday with a friend about this topic, that there is 2 ways to make friends. Let's say there is maybe more, but a basic way to make friends in Krishna consciousness is available for all of us is to meet together and have kirtan or have a talk like we are having now. So it's a way to make friends. It's called Ishtagosti. Ishtagosti actually means friendly meeting, isn't it? It's the meaning of Ishtagosti. This is what we are doing now. So we are already making friends now by exchanging our understanding and realization. So this is available in Krishna consciousness all the time. We can always have a kirtan together, have a japa together, take prasad together. So it's always available. But this friendship, that means that we open our mind to each other. This cannot be with everybody. This you have to find somebody that you have to take your time to choose the person with whom you want to do that. And we call it in English like-minded devotee. And this is a compatibility also. We could not explain it like that, compatibility. And this is an item that is to be taken seriously because you cannot open your mind to everyone because there is differences between people. Some people, we cannot so much make friendship with them on a deeper level. It's just like that. The nature is made like that. He is a very nice person, there is no doubt, he's such a sincere devotee, but somehow I will never make friends with him. It's just like that. And it is due to different, I don't know how to explain scientifically, but I can understand different planets, maybe, how this person was born in the different type of planet, and somehow we are so much different that we don't connect so easily. But still, even with this person, it's very good to learn to be friendly, in the sense that we are positive about each other, we encourage each other still to chant kirtan, to chant japa. And another way to show friendship is to show a good example. It is a very interesting point, I was thinking about that. Some devotees are very reserved. They will not take time to talk with a devotee. And there is a wonderful example of Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu. He was a cook here in ISKCON Balaram Mandir, Krishna Balaram Mandir. And he was always busy cooking for Krishna all day. And he had very little time to spend talking with other devotees. It doesn't mean that we should not do that, because there is different character, different, I have to say, different, how do you say in English? Everybody has a different type of personality, and you can provide to this movement according to your personality. Some people are wonderful to discuss, because it's also necessary. Some devotee needs to speak. They need somebody to hear them. So we need this kind of devotee who are able to hear people who need to speak about themselves. So this is very important. And it may be that apparently this speaking is not full Krishna consciousness. It is about my difficulties with my mind, and you understand. It may not look so much pure Krishna consciousness. But actually, if you are a sincere friend of this person, you will take the time to hear what's going on with this person, and you will with all your good effort, you will try to help this person by showing your friendship to this person and encourage this person. Because people become sometimes depressed and negative about themselves. I will never make it. So they need help. They need somebody to help. So this kind of people need somebody to hear them. Actually, normally the temple president is supposed to be in charge of this. It is very important seva. He's supposed to keep in touch with all his devotees and hear a little bit of them to understand where they are at, where they are at. And when somebody starts getting a little down, immediately help this person. Because if he doesn't do that, one of the devotees may go down, and then it's too late. You cannot help this person anymore, you understand? And he wants to leave. So it is actually very important aspect of Krishna consciousness, to be able to help each other. And does it answer your question? More or less?
So I understood, try to listen to them and see where they are at and try to uplift them accordingly. So we still help them by listening.
Yeah, by listening, yes. But you cannot listen to everyone. The person should choose a competent person to hear. Competent in a emotional way also, and in a Krishna conscious way also. So it is a sensitive subject matter. Understand? Mataji, you have something to say about that?
Well, I think one has to be a bit. One has to be a bit like having an understanding of one's own self. You know, because we cannot always extend ourselves to others. We have to know whether we can. If somebody is in a bad consciousness, or we have to see whether we are able to. Because as she says, if you are not in a good consciousness yourself, and then you start making friendship with somebody who is not in good consciousness, then both go down. So one has to have a clear goal, first of all, which is to help the other, but one has to be a little bit introspective and see whether one is actually able to swim, you know. Robert says to save somebody who is drowning, you must know swimming. And so if you are going to approach someone who is in difficulty, you have to know how much you know swimming.
Yes, there is a point, but you have something to say? So there is a point also that is very delicate, is when some people start being criticized, being critical about other devotees, because then it's very difficult to help them, because you try to help them and you get poison, actually, isn't it? So what to do? Sometimes you just cannot help them when it comes to this point, that people who become like in bad shape in Krishna consciousness, they become critical. They start speaking bad about other devotees, good devotees. So then at this point, to help them, it becomes very difficult. You have to keep distance. It's very difficult. Why, Mataji?
Also, Srila Prabhupada said that feeling friendship means feeling friends' welfare always. It's not simply chatting, but to think how the friend will be happy. So if we keep on chatting just, and then it will turn into bad consciousness and that fall down. So it's just that we have to maintain, and we can't extend very much to ourselves to everyone by that.
So you mean that we should associate in a way that
Associate with the better person who are better than us, like not, I mean, if we can help the lower one, then it's okay. Then if we are on that higher, that consciousness, but to according to me, it's like that.
Yes, that's nice. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Robert.
So I asked more or less the same question some time ago when I was living in Hungary to a very senior devotee there. And it was a very nice answer, so I'll try to repeat it. He said, he gave the analogy, when a doctor goes to the hospital, he said infected area where it's an infectious disease. He goes there to cure them, but he has to be very conscious how much he can help. Because if he goes there too much, he will get contaminated himself and he won't be able to help anymore. So he has to be very mindful of his own position and how much he's able to help and how far he can extend himself to cure the patients. Similarly, our position.
Very nice. Nice people. Shiva Swami to speak about.
Lila Sukha Prabhu,
I see.
no, yeah, you know?
Prabhu, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. My question is actually it is related to my life since I came to know things about friendship. So being a person, I think, really very honest friend. Whenever I make friends, I keep it very honest relationship. Even after we are like our ways have changed, our places have changed. Still, I maintain to keep friendship with that person. And then secondly, during our conversation or in the course of friendship, things goes wrong. Sometimes it goes wrong, misunderstanding or the. But is my question is expecting what your honesty with a friend, the person in front of you. So is expecting the same thing from that person is wrong. Expectation is wrong.
Ah yes, it is wrong because because you cannot expect. Some people are good for one particular quality. If you are a very honest person, very nice, wonderful, but you cannot expect everybody to be like you. Some other people will be better than you on other aspects. And this is a nice point you make because we become disappointed actually.
It happens.
Yes, we become disappointed because some people are more generous naturally. And when they make friendship with other people who are not so generous by nature, or more egoistic by nature, you become disappointed because you give so much and you get little in exchange.
Then the result is that I get discouraged.
Yes.
Then I want to run away from there.
Ah, yes.
What to do? Leave things, run away. No, I will not. Like depression, no.
Oh, yes.
Because every time we are hurt,
Yes.
we are giving our best, but that thing doesn't come from their side.
Ah, yes.
So I was also told, don't expect, you just do.
Yes, you cannot expect. So this answer, Mataji, is the answer of Lord Krishna to Arjuna, chapter 2, verse 55. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how to recognize somebody who is situated in transcendence. How does he walk? How does he speak? Huh? And how does he sit even? So Gurujan Prabhu explained very in detail about this, that I forgot about it. It is in his book Surrender to Me. He explained very nicely about that. But anyway, you can read it as a reference. But Krishna will answer. What he will answer? He will answer, Prajahati yada kaman savan partamanogatam atmani vatmana tushta stita pragyasta dochate. So stita pragyasta dochate means stita pragya. His intelligence is fixed in transcendence. Stita pragyasta dochate. So Prajahati yada kaman savan partamanogatam means that he has given up all the desire, the concoction of desire from his mind. He has given it up all. He is no more thinking that anything from this world can make me happy. He is beyond Maya. The Maya means this particular object of senses will make me happy. To think like that is Maya. So this person is beyond this mistake. He knows that nothing will make me happy from this object of senses. And then Dukeshvanunga Mana Sukeshvunga Das Priya Vitaraga Baya Krodha Titadimliya Uchate. So there is a series of verses. It is recommended to read them often. Very nice series of verses. I was advised by this Prabhu Lochan, one of the teachers of Mataji. His name is Lochan, Padma Lochan, or Lochan? Kamala Lochan, yes. So this Prabhu Kamala Lochan, he told me, you can read this end of the second chapter, from verse 54 to the end. Okay? So when you have this disappointment, Mataji, take the Gita and you read this series of verses that helps you become transcendental. This is what you have to do. And because in a sense, to expect honesty is a kind of mental concoction. It is not to be expected in this matter. There is a nice letter also of Srila Prabhupada that we cannot, okay, we come to the end, we cannot expect people to be friends so easily. One thing, we can never expect to find any kind of utopia, even in the spiritual world. Wherever there are persons, there are bound to be differences. So we should expect any kind, we should not expect any kind of perfect arrangement, especially here, in the material world. Even sometimes among the gopis there is envy. But of course it is not a transcendental envy, it is different. But that envy is transcendental and should not be accepted in the mundane sense. Anyway, one quality of a devotee is that he is always very much tolerant of other people. So I request you simply to tolerate the fault of others and always think that I am myself the most faulty. It is a nice advice of Srila Prabhupada. We should tolerate the fault of others because we think, oh, how we can be like that? But we should think, well, that my fault are maybe another area, but they are worst. We should think like that. It's a nice point. And then, in this way, your humble attitude will qualify you to advance very quickly in Krishna consciousness. So this is the letter of Srila Prabhupada. Nice letter. Okay, so I want to conclude, unless you have a comment.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So it's just a short comment in regard to Mataji's question.
Yeah.
I just heard a couple of days ago Keshava Bhagavan Swami's lecture on a topic on high aspiration, I believe. And he said the reason why we feel disappointed from relationship and from our expectation is that because we are fully connected with God. And if we are not fully connected with God, there is certain vacuum in our heart. So in order to fulfill the vacuum within our heart, we try to get something from others. So that creates expectation. So we first work on ourselves and try to fully connect it with God. Then we can deal with the people of this world without expectation, or rather we try to give more. So yeah, I found it is really helpful.
This is a nice reflection, Natalie. Thank you. Of course, to get to this level is advanced Krishna consciousness, isn't it? It's kind of advanced, no? To be full of Krishna consciousness so much that you don't expect it, isn't it? It's kind of very nice. So can I conclude? Can I conclude? I have a nice point to make. Who are the most friendly? They are just nearby. They are most friendly. The cows, yes. So it is a basic principle of Krishna consciousness that we have to protect the cows and associate with the cows and take association from the cows, isn't it? So I have a nice prayer that is composed by, I don't know if it is Bhakti Raghava Swami, you know, but Swami is into the self-sufficiency. Yes. Huh? So there is a very nice prayer, the sacred oath to our mother cow. Huh? Most worshipable mother cow, you are our most affectionate and sacred mother. You are the wish-fulfilling Kamadeni who grants everyone's desire. You are the manifestation of all sacred places of pilgrimage, the support of all that lives, and an ocean of auspiciousness. Most revered Mother Cow, you are the purifying Mother Ganga and the goddess of sanctity. You are the healer of all disease, the bestower of good health, and the embodiment of Maharshi Dandantari. You are the goddess of fortune, and you feed everyone by the yield of agriculture. Most venerable Mother Cow, today I take the solemn oath, you know what is an oath, you know, to always remember my mother Bharatvarsha, this earth planet, and my ancestors' noble heritage. With my mind, words, and deeds, I hereby pledge to always protect, maintain, and serve you, along with all the wonderful gifts of nature. Not only we want to protect the cow, but we want to protect the water, the air, everything. Such as water, earth, forest, living soul, as well as sacred places of pilgrimage. I will strive to ensure that your glories are sung throughout the entire world. Most honored Mother Cow, in order that our villages all become holy places of pilgrimage, I will endeavor with mind, body and soul to protect the wealth and beauty of traditional village life. Most beloved Mother Cow, please bless and empower this humble servant of yours with the necessary ability, strength, and courage to fulfill this solemn oath. All glories, all glories, all glories to you, O our eternal and most sacred Mother Cow. Jai, Mother Cow ki jai, Gomata ki jai. Thank you very much. It is a nice conclusion. we can go to the cow now. How to make friends. Very nice. Actually, the more you stay in Vrindavan, the more you will love the cows. I am in Vrindavan, I'm very lucky. I'm in Vrindavan. I started to come very much in 2012, that means more than 10 years ago. And the more I stay in Vrindavan, the more I love the cows. The cows are wonderful. They are beautiful, they are innocent, they are adorable, they are nice. Especially the Indian cows are so beautiful. They are so beautiful. Sometimes they have kaja.
Yeah.
They are natural kaja. They are amazing. They are amazingly beautiful. It's so nice. So we can take advantage of so many beautiful cows and get their blessing. So thank you very much for narrating. Hare Krishna. Please accept my obeisance.
All right, this was an interesting conclusion. That Mother Cow has the power to bless us, to become a well-wisher. That's basically what this prayer says. That the cow has the power, all the demigods reside in the body of the cow. The cow has the power to bless us, to become a well-wisher. Yes. Because I think this is one of the ways that in the Nectar of Devotion, Sri Goswami defines friendship. The item Kyam. It is defined like this, that a friend is a well-wisher. Is a well-wisher. So we have to become a well-wisher of others. Then only we can make friends. Otherwise, if we just approach people because we want to take something from them, then there will never be any positive relationships. So it's interesting. Let us worship Surabhi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Bol, everybody. So, time to go for prashadam.